Hey guys, and welcome back to my Star Control 2 LP. I'm sorry for the delay, but unfortunately over the past 2 weeks I've basically I got sick about 2 weeks ago, and then I had a lot of work to catch up on during the next week, so essentially I didn't get down to playing the game or doing any LPs. But hopefully at this point I can bring on more videos for you guys. And there was an unfortunate event with this LP. Unfortunately, I lost the save game, so you'll notice the white star's a little bit different and it has an extra support ship at this point. The reason being I've had to replay the game up to this point. Not a huge amount has changed. I mined a few extra planets which I will show later in the video. And we're just going to chat to the Melnome because I get another piece of information and I begin buying technologies, because I'm basically beginning to get to the point now where I'm losing planet landers because I have to mine more dangerous planets, so I basically now need the technological upgrade. So thanks for your patience guys, and I hope you enjoy the video.
As you are probably aware, Ur-Quan starships, you call them dreadnoughts I believe, possess effective self-annihilation circuits, which prevent other races from reverse engineering Ur-Quan technological secrets. However, we have become aware of a shipwrecked dreadnought, which has remained largely intact. You will find the remains of the ship on the surface of a blue world orbiting Alpha Pkunk. We suspect you will find at least one item of interest there, possibly two. Investment. Ah, yes, you are so right. These technological breakthroughs don't cost you credit. They earn you credit. Of course, there is an initial charge, but each technological system item is guaranteed to be useful for something important somewhere in the galaxy at some point in the future. All technologies cost 150 credits. The technology we are now offering includes plans for building blaster weapons twice as powerful as your ion bolt guns. Please remember that these weapons consume energy from your combat batteries faster than your familiar ion bolt guns. You may wish to compensate for this by building additional dynamo modules for your flagship. The technology we are now offering includes specifications for constructing modifications to your planet landers, which will double their speed. Ah yes, speed. An excellent choice for the relentless hunter and craven coward as well. These modifications are simple enough to be put in place immediately. Your landers should be properly equipped in no time. The technology we are now offering includes details on how to add point defense laser systems to your flagship. What else would you like to buy? It has been a pleasure dealing with you, Captain. We look forward to your next visit.
Well, with that little thing dealt with, let's head onto the star map. I'm going to head towards Pkunk space this time. Their war with the Ur-Wrath still going, and this is the zoom in feature, which is quite useful, and here's the list of all the planets that I am going to mine or will have mined by the end of this video. A few extra there for you guys. Anyway, I've started mining here and just about to leave the system. Why does nothing ever go right for me? Oh great, a probe.
Do not fear. We shall not harm you. According to internal monitors, there are no malfunctions. Priority override. New behavior dictated. Must break target into component materials.
Yeah, I consider that the proper way of dealing with a Salandro probe when you've got no weapons on your ship, and that's to simply run away for now. We will change that later. Interesting ship. Oh, many ships. Let's hope they're friendly.
Welcome to our home stars! We are the Pkunk. Pkunk we are. Seekers of the deepest truths. Askers of interesting and significant questions. Even now, a question of great transcendental significance comes unbidden to our minds. Who are you and what do you want?
I'm both intrigued and incredibly confused.
Although we Pkunk have no rank, no pecking order, no arbitrary scheme of dominance, we do recognize that some of the souls in this universe have lived many lives, while others are but spiritual chickadees. I, Captain, have lived 38 lives, a paltry number compared to those wise and ancient souls who guide our race. You must consult them, Captain. They will help you to understand yourself, and in doing so, understand others, who in turn may or may not understand other things. Seek those wise birds at our home world, at Gamma Kruger 1. They have all the answers.
So I guess that's our next port of call. Incidentally, I was talking to a friend recently who remembers Star Control 2, and he said, if you're ever feeling down on yourself, just talk to the Pkunk, you'll instantly feel better. And, yep, they're pretty much the game's ultimate good guys.
Ah, vague omens and mysterious portents, tangled webs of fate, intertwined with the branches of destiny, blown by the capricious winds of happenstance. News, actually there is some news. It just so happens that it has come to our attention that Yoga and Kazon, the two gods of the Ur-Rat, may actually be a hoax. We don't know who this hoax would have been perpetrated by, but it seems someone has used these fictitious gods to send the Ur-Rat down on us. See the wise ones at our homeworld, Captain. Go to Gamma Kruger for your answers. Yes, by all means, if duty is calling. I am sure we'll see each other again. Perhaps when the stars are aligned in an appropriate configuration. Yes, my inner voice is telling me that is correct. When the stars align, Captain.
Well, I guess we should be heading to Gamma Krieger then. So, oh wait, what? Oh good, it's just the Pkunk.
Do not be frightened. We are powerful creatures, yes, but we could not hurt you any more than we could squish the helpless pootworm. We love the pootworm. We are one with the pootworm. We are one with you. Of course you realize this means you are one with the pootworm. Rejoice! To be one with the pootworm is to be alive! And why not be alive? Is that not what living is for? Yes, by all means, if duty is calling.
That was creepy. Anyway, back home.
I hope the battle fares well, Captain. Wow, you really hit the mother lode this time. Goodbye, Captain.
Okay, so it's time to tech up our ship. First of all, I am going to fill the fuel tanks with RU this time, mainly because we've got an overflow of RU and not a lot of units with the Malnorme, and I want to use those for technologies for the moment. So this overflow, we're just going to recrew and refuel the White Star, and I think a few more escort ships. Yep, fully crewed Spathia-Eluders, because Spathia-Eluders are really good. And the other thing is, for those of you who are paying attention in the last video, there's reason to believe at this point that the Spathi have something up their sleeves, so I want to get as many of their ships as possible before anything happens. I really don't trust the safe ones at all. So 5 Spathia-Eluders should do the trick, along with our 3 Earthling cruisers. That worked quite nicely. And we are now going to head back into Pkunk space. I begin thinking a little bit here about whether I should add another fuel pod or crew area or storage area, but I decided to just save the RU for now. There's not really much point in doing much else. And here we are at Gamma Kruger 1, and we'll just have a chat to this Pkunk starship while we're here, and then we'll head on to their homeworld. Oh, there's 3 of them.
Greetings and various apropos felicitations. We are Pkunk, hatchlings of light, spiritual soul beings of the vast cosmic oneness, wayfarers on the river of destiny, students of the mystical dimensions, purveyors of blissful love, bird-like manifestations of glorious light energies from the astral plane. How about yourselves?
Okay, that's weirded me out enough to go and speak with their elders. Now, one thing to realise is that I did say I was going to go after the Umgar this time. Unfortunately, I went to their homeworld and the storyline event that I was hoping for didn't trigger, so I will come to them later.
Wait! A spirit voice rings within my soul. It tells me that I must give you something to aid you on your noble quest. What, spirit? What must we give this young human? Mineral resources? No. Important secret? No. Starship? No. Then what is it, spirit? Spit it out. What? That thing? Are you sure? Okay, here you go, Captain. Take this clear spindle. It is an ancient and powerful device, built by the precursors hundreds of thousands of years ago. What does it do, you ask? I haven't the slightest idea. Auspicious portents and serendipitous omens have foretold your arrival. Welcome, alien guest, to the home of the gentle and playful Pkunk, children of the cosmic light, hobgoblins of joy, seekers of spiritual truth, and other neat stuff like that. Why should we mind? We bear the spidery creatures no ill will. Without darkness, there is no light. Without death, there is no birth. And thanks to the Ur-Rat, there's lots of birth. We have calculated that at our present rate of attrition, we will exist only on the spiritual plane in a matter of a year or so. Of course, the physical realm does hold a certain coarse attraction, a material quaintness, if you will. We will be somewhat disappointed to have to leave it. An interesting question. The answer would be yes. If some benign and loving, yet incredibly destructive and powerful force were to simultaneously rip off all of their legs and drop their putrid egg sacs into steaming pools of molten metal, that would have the desired result of ending the conflict. But I jest. Of course, I bear the Ur-Rat no ill will. How could I? when I'm filled only with love? Well, that's easy. It was exactly 27,000 rotations of the seventh planet in the house of Pkunk, before the first alignment of the auspicious constellation of Bit with the heavenly body of Shamlatul, which was really only a partial alignment. I guess you would say of 8 years ago. We have delved most deeply into the dark and greasy heart of the Ur-Quan. And what do you suppose we found there? Well, we found a torpid, vile, malign, odious, spiteful spirit. Right, no surprises there. What did surprise us, though, was what we saw when we regressed into the past lives. It turns out that in their last lives, the Ur-Quan were all shining beings of pure light and blissful love. They had reached the pinnacle of spiritual evolution and could go no further. They were perfection. And then, somehow, they got just a tiny bit better, and wham! They were all of a sudden totally evil. Wouldn't you know it? Get too perfect and you wrap right around to evil. That's why we Pkunk strive to be perfect, but always do little bad and annoying things to keep from ending up like the Ur-Quan. Yes, you're right. Why dwell on the heinous Ur-Quan when we could speak of flowers, rainbows, fairies, and crystal magic? Did you know, for example, that there is an invisible fairy spirit at this moment sitting on your head and making humorous faces at me? Ah, the mysteries of the universe. Try to understand them, but can you? No, they're mysteries. Not at all. We are, after all, a fascinating species. Of course, modesty prevents me from talking at length, although perhaps if you were to ask me specific questions, propriety might be better served. Yes, it's a wait. A vision comes upon me. A shining light. A crack in the egg. A swirling vortex. A tunnel. I see my past lives. Your past lives. More shining light. Ah, there it is now, the future. It's coming in clearer. Yes, I see tears. Tears of joy. They are coming from our yay-hot brothers and sisters who welcome us back to the nest. Wings outstretched, beaks stuffed with grubs. Soon we shall return. Soon. Just off the top of my beak, I suppose I would say that our culture could be defined as the ultimate unification, or oneness, if you will, of the extra-dimensional convergent chakra being energies to form a togetherness self, which both is and is not a culmination of the now essence. An excellent question. The answer is in itself an answer containing the explanation you seek, and more. Let me say, the revelation includes the mysteries of pyramid power, which is merely a subset of the greater and more general quanti power. UFOs and FOs are significant, but their role should not be overplayed. I'm sorry, but I can be no more specific than that. Ah, an intelligent question. But where to begin? Surely you know that we Pkunk were once one and the same species as the Yehot. Yes, it's true. We were once brutal birds of prey, oblivious to the mysteries of crystal magic or the 7 dimensions of psychic beings. It was not until Weeny Winky Bitty Birdie sat on the mystical egg of ice-like temperature and gave the original squawk, ruff, 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 that our transformation began. It was the squawk, ruff, 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 that triggered the harmonic oscillations that would lead us to become the enlightened aliens that we are. That depends on how you define friendly. We love our yay-hot brethren, whereas they opened fire on our vessels on sight. Fortunately, our psychic abilities allow us to sense the deep, abiding love, and yes, even shyness in our Yeha brothers and sisters. How we must have hurt them when we left so long ago. Soon, though, it will be time for the loving reunion, as our destiny is fulfilled, and we are once again reunited as one people. Yes, you are right. I should be careful not to overwhelm you with my psychic intensities. Perhaps we could talk about something less overwhelming, albeit less interesting. Yes, we know all that. We are not known throughout the galactic sector as powerful psychics for nothing. Of course, we already know the answer to this next question too, but we enjoy conversation. Why have you come here?
Well, given how the Ilrath treated us when we first met them, and given that they're at war with the Pkunk, I think I'm pretty much up for a fight at this point.
I am forming a psychic link with you. I sense that you refer to our conflict with the Ur-Quan. I sense that you are offering to venture single-handedly deep into Ur-Quan's space and do battle with their vast numbers. And I can see that you give not even a thought to the danger you would be in. You are noble indeed, and I accept your offer of aid. But in spirit alone, the karmic burden of your gruesome death would be too great. Still, I say thank you, Captain. Let us unite and form an alliance. We will provide you with all of the crew, ships, and resources you desire. We will give you... Wait! I sense that you are offended by our crass material offer. Yes, I am ashamed. Any warmongering species could offer this. We are Pkunk, children of the stellar breeze. We shall give you what all others could not, the greatest of gifts. We shall give you our love. Ah, you are speechless. Do not talk now. I can feel the energy connecting us. Let us part while the silence remains. Farewell. But wait, before we go, as a small token of our love, not as a material gift, mind you, we give you 4 of our meager ships, fully crewed. Good luck!
I don't know what just happened there. See you next time.
Do not be frightened.